Welcome back into the broadcast. We are going into the bottom of the fifth, sponsored by Steak and Shake. I love Steak and Shake in Athens. That was like a home away from home for me. However, home away from home brings a new pitcher for the Copperheads, Adam Geary, with a game called by Claire Geary. Makes for some success on the mound. He steps in for Gilkey. Gilkey ends his night well established and knows that his team comes through. Gilkey with 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 errors, 3 batted balls, and 1 strikeout to his name.
So a solid outing from Gilkey. Did a job, as I've mentioned a couple times. Really only 2 real mistakes on the mound, as that one is laced just over the glove of Nadolny. So a single in the end there.
A single from Archer. A single from Archer, not bad. Shows that the ball's hittable from Geary on the mound. Puts Archer at first base, and it was one of 2 pitches that Geary was able to throw towards him.
Yeah, and Geary has been really solid for the Copperheads this year. He's been one of the pitchers that Coach Lanning can really rely on. A 3.03 ERA and 27 strikeouts so far on the year, and he can throw some gas. He's pitched really well in that game that we had here, that I had on the call with Tim Hanna, where we went to our interesting sudden death rule. Geary had three shutout innings, including that weird 9th inning, as the steal is this time finally. 3rd time's the charm there for the Ice Haulers on the steal.
3rd time's a charm. However, Steidel just a little bit late on throwing the catapult over Armsy at the plate. 1-1 count, no outs. 7-4 with your Copperheads up by 3. All thanks to Crump, who got Stalling and Class in. Meanwhile, him and Long left on the bases after Rucker came through with things.
Yeah, Adam Geary, a really solid pitcher, as I just mentioned.
Geary gives the pitch. Fielder's choice once more. Stallings makes the throw to first, gets the runner out. Meanwhile, leaves Archer at first. Armsy retired, bringing Cross up to the plate for the Haulers. But as you mentioned, making sure the ball is put into play is the other half of the battle as a pitcher, to make sure that your defense is there to sit behind you and back you up and execute the throws, the catch, and the transfer of the ball between the mitt to the hand. Those 3 things, there's a lot that can go wrong, and thankfully it seems that Geary and Gilkey can rely on the defense for such things. So first pitch from Geary towards Cross is a ball.
Yeah, one thing that the Copperheads have really tightened up as the season has gone on has been those fielding errors. There were a lot of games earlier in this year where the fielding was a little rough. There were some nasty errors over at short and third. You know, people making little mistakes that you don't expect to see. But as the season has gone on, these Copperhead players have done a really good job of just drilling in that, and these pitchers have been confident in their players to make the plays. And so far tonight, the Copperheads with a 0 in the E column, which is what you like to see if you're Coach TJ Lanning.
Absolutely like to see, but there's still a lot of ball left to play as that ball is turned into a strike. 1-2 count. Geary up against Cross in the batter's count. 1 down, 5th inning, 4-7 score. Geary taking his time. Gives a good old puff, and he strikes him out, swing, and goes down. Make that 2 outs for Geary.
And Geary always seems to step up when the pressure is on him, as I was kind of saying earlier before the base hit from the Ice Haulers. Geary with 3 super clutch innings against the Scouts a little over a week ago, where the Scouts had a sudden death inning. Where how that works is that it's basically if you can keep that 0 on the scoreboard, you win the game. Geary had already pitched 2 shutout innings, and he pitched a 3rd, got the out, and the Copperheads were able to win it on defense, which was really something to call up here. It was an awesome spectacle and a packed house inside of Bob Wren Stadium. We always have such great fans and great atmosphere.
Gotta love good fan retention.
Absolutely.
Good fan retention also comes from a slow pitch from Geary. Caught Pike on the slow one, comes across the plate, and yet he sails more of a normal speed pitch right back over the other side of the batter's box. 1-2 count.
Geary's got a lethal slider that can catch you off guard with how off speed it is, and then he can blaze you right down the middle.
And blaze you right down the middle indeed, as he makes it 3 up and 3 down as he retires Pike on the slider right down the middle. Sixth inning, going into it with the Copperheads feeling good. 7-4 lead for your Sheds. Stick with us here on Southern Ohio Copperheads YouTube.